We know it's a bit early to wonder whether there's going to be another season of Heartland yet, but it's probably going to happen. Especially over the past few seasons, Heartland has skyrocketed in fame, with millions of fans all over the world demanding more content. Anyways, here's everything we know about the TV show and our guess at whether Heartland's going to be renewed for a 17th season. Let's get right into it. First things first, will there be a 17th season of Heartland? Honestly, it's pretty impressive knowing how far Heartland has come ever since the release of its very first season in 2007. In fact, a couple of years ago, the show became the longest-running one-hour drama on Canadian television, and considering how well it's doing now, chances are that it will not lose that title anytime soon. So let's get right to our main question. When can we hear about Heartland's renewal for yet another season? Now, while we can't say for sure, considering that both previous seasons were announced in early June, we can probably expect the next announcement for the 17th season to be made around 2023. And while nothing's been written in stone yet, the popularity of Heartland seems to be growing at an exponential rate, so we definitely have some hope for the continuation of the series. Next up, Heartland Season 17 release date speculation. As of right now, Heartland Season 17 hasn't been officially renewed yet, but if it does end up getting renewed, the upcoming season will probably be released in the fall of 2023, especially considering that both the 15th and 16th seasons of the show were announced in June and released in October. Now, while that might sound like a really long time to wait, let's not forget that Heartland Season 16 is far from over. Not to mention, it wouldn't be the first time we heard of a show releasing 2 seasons in just 1 year, and that happened with the 12th and 13th seasons of Heartland 2. And as for the number of episodes, we can probably expect between 10 to 15 episodes, each an hour long for the 17th season of Heartland. Also, considering that the show's parent channel recently extended the latest season with 5 more episodes, it looks like CBC is pretty receptive to fans' pleas for more content. Coming up, how likely is a Heartland Season 17? If you're wondering what the chances are for future seasons of Heartland, you can stay pretty optimistic to know that the stats for the show are pretty good. In fact, Heartland has a high rating of 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb based on 17,000 votes, but there are some other pretty promising signs for the future too. First of all, Heartland was the 5th most streamed TV series in the United States last year. Viewers spent an insane 29.5 billion minutes watching the show. That's even more insane considering that it's way above other popular series like Lucifer, which got 18.3 billion minutes, and even Squid Game at 16.4 billion minutes. Honestly, if you think about it, these stats, although impressive, aren't that surprising given that Heartland is something that the whole family can watch together, and parents don't even have to worry about any vulgar language, nudity, or violence. What's even cooler is that Heartland was also the 5th most streamed series on its main streaming platform outside of Canada, Up Faith and Family. The vice president and channel manager at the service, Angela Cannon, once said that the show was an honored member of its streaming library. She called the fandom around Heartland remarkable, and all fans knew that Up Faith and Family is truly the US home for all things Heartland. Following up, what will the plot be for Season 17? Right now, Season 16 is still airing on TV. It hasn't even finished yet, so it's a bit early and hard to tell what stories we might be seeing for the 17th season of Heartland. Still, no matter what the show's next season will bring, one thing is definitely for sure: the beloved family drama won't disappoint. Anyways, if we're going to see any storyline next season, one of the most likely ones is seeing Lindy play a much more central role in the series as Amy's horse training assistant. The family's youngest member already proved her talent for working with horses over the latest season, which scared her but also made her mother really proud of her. We'll probably also be seeing Lindy's character unfold as she starts primary school and goes on new adventures with her friends. Also, as we found out in Season 16, Amy is now open to a new romantic relationship, so it's just a matter of time before she finds another love. A lot of fans are wondering whether it's going to be a new character, or a character we already know very well like Sam, where Caleb already tried his matchmaking charm. In fact, we might also end up seeing Tim and Jessica step into the next stage of their marriage and finally find their own place, to the great relief of Jack. And who knows, Lou and Peter might actually get remarried, and it looks like there might be some romance developing between Katie and Logan too. We'll just have to wait and see whether these questions will be answered in the next few episodes of Season 16, or whether we'll have to wait for Season 17 for answers. Moving on, Season 17 cast speculation. As far as we know, there probably won't be any major changes to the cast in the 17th season of Heartland, and suppose things go like they usually do every season. In that case, most of our favorite actors will continue to carry on the stories of the show, and that includes Amber Marshall as Amy Fleming, Gabriel Hogan as Peter Morris, Ruby and Emanuela Spencer as Lindy Fleming, Jessica Steen as Lisa Stillman, Michelle Nolden as Jessica Cook, Michelle Morgan as Lou Fleming Morris, Kerry James as Caleb Odell, Bay McPherson as Katie Fleming Morris, Sean Johnson as Jack Bartlett, Chris Potter as Tim Fleming, and even Ava Tran as Parker Yang. It's also very likely that we'll see both Drew Davis and Sean Roberts reprise their roles as Logan and Sam Langston for the upcoming season. These two actors got much more screen time in season 16, so it might mean that they might have a much more central role to play in the show. Also, while both Jessica Amley, who plays Mallory, and Jake Church, who plays Jake on Heartland, definitely surprised fans of the show with their sudden return this season, we can't really say for sure if they're going to stay. In the meantime, Alicia Newton, who played Georgie Fleming Morris, is still MIA for some reason, and no announcement has been made about where she is and whether she'll ever come back to the show. Of course, Robert Cormier as Finn definitely won't be returning to the show in season 17, as the actor recently passed away due to some injuries sustained in a fall. It was a sad time for the cast, but they dedicated season 16 to his memory. Now is Georgie returning to Heartland? Alicia Newton revealed on her Instagram account that Georgie will definitely be returning to Heartland in season 16. Since then, the actress has been sharing photos as well as videos from the set along with fellow cast members, so there's zero doubt that her character is back on the ranch. Until recently, many fans were worried that Newton had left the show for good, especially considering that Georgie was completely absent from the 15th season. But it turns out that she was just taking a small break from Heartland because the actress was busy with other commitments. By the way, these include the filming of the Netflix original series Devil in Ohio. Also, if her Instagram account is anything to go by, the actress has been traveling a lot more over the past year, where she's posted some snaps of herself in France and Spain. In the latest season of Heartland, Georgie has just suffered a serious fall at a show jumping event, a fall that nearly left her paralyzed. We can probably expect her to return to the ranch in the upcoming episodes of season 16. We're just not really sure what or how it'll happen. It's also pretty likely that we're going to see Georgie's boyfriend Quinn return to the show too, and while this might be a storyline for future seasons of the show, Quinn might end up asking for Georgie's hand, finally granting some diehard fans their wish for a happy ending for the couple. Up next, is there any trailer? Like we said before, season 17 hasn't been officially renewed yet, let alone production for it started or even approved. So there isn't any trailer out there for the show yet, but we'll definitely see one sooner or later. In the meantime, go ahead and watch season 16's trailer. Coming up, where can you watch Heartland? If you're a fan of the Canadian television show Heartland, or interested in giving the first few episodes a try, then you're probably wondering where you can watch it. Well, the show is primarily shown on CBC in Canada, but there are many other ways to watch it. You can also stream it on CBC Gem, and if that's not a good option, you can even buy episodes on iTunes or Amazon Video. In fact, you can even watch it on Netflix, but that only works if you live in Canada. Finally, season 16 of Heartland has wrapped filming. While we're not fully sure whether there will ever be a 17th season of Heartland, though we are pretty sure there will be, one thing is for sure right now: season 16 has wrapped up filming. Heartland's official account on Twitter recently announced it earlier this month, where they shared a few snaps of the different locations they filmed, along with the message that the production went through all 4 seasons in and around Alberta. And what a journey it has been. Thank you to all of the wonderful cast and crew, as well as the fans. This show would not be possible without you. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you excited for the 17th season of Heartland? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.